Okay, we're standing in Carnwest Swamp, which used to be so wet and waterlogged you couldn't walk through it. Then mining cracked the bedrock underneath, the water went down through the cracks, and it's turned into a dry desert, unlikely to ever recover. It was one of the best swamps we ever had. It was so dense with ferns you couldn't walk through it. It was undermined by Longwall mining, whereby a mining machine 200 metres wide travelled underneath this swamp, about 180 to 200 metres below us, and took out over 2 metres of coal. The ground subsided and in the process cracked the bed of this swamp, all the water thereby disappearing down into that mining void and no longer flows down the creek. Unfortunately, we've had a fire coinciding with the drying up of the swamp, which has burnt the peat. Normally it's too wet to burn, but because of the undermining of the swamp, a lot of that peat has now burnt. They're mining for thermal coal for export or for use in Mount Piper Power Station locally. Look, these swamps are the lifeblood of this Newnes Plateau. Newnes Plateau is a flat area, and if you drive around it's very much just dry, open, sclerophyll forests. But these infilled gullies with the swamps are where all life comes to for water. Nothing can survive anywhere without water, and this is where the water is. It's where the butterflies and the insects, the birds, the wallabies, everything comes to these places for water. They were very important places for Aboriginal people in the past, and it's where most of the threatened species occur, in these swamps. Where I'm standing now, I wouldn't have been able to stand 5 years ago. It was a gushing waterfall covered in ferns, very slippery. You wouldn't have dared stand here. The sound of water bubbling, nature's garden, it was just beautiful, but it's gone forever. It'll never return because the cracks underneath this swamp are so wide that the water will never be able to flow naturally down this creek again. It is a really sensationally incredible area for plant biodiversity that is just too good to be left to be trashed by mining companies. What's proposed at Angus Place Colliery, they're proposing to take out 3 metres of coal, a 3 metre coal seam, and so the subsidence underground is between 1.5 and 2 metres. We would like the New South Wales Government to get really serious, admit that mining has damaged these swamps in the past, protect the last few remaining swamps we have,